lot of you have been wondering for the past 3 years. Where is Susan? Are you guys still together? Well, don't worry. We're still here together.
Otherwise, this would be a very different feel of a video.
So for the past almost 3 years, we haven't been spending a lot of time like this a lot. So I don't know. I guess it will be fun to just sit down and talk to you guys as us.
Yeah.
Right?
Just have a conversation here as adults.
And you guys sent us quite a few questions.
What is one thing you find attractive about each other?
That's a good question. What do you find attractive in me?
I feel like it should be really easy. That was a bad bit. I'm fighting the impulse to do bits.
Stop it!
Honestly, just like you help me become a better person.
Really?
Yeah, well, because as we're going to get into later, I'm sure, you're very good at communicating. And that is something that I am afraid of. And so seeing you do it without bad things happening, like, is good at reassuring me. And so then I have the confidence to do it. And also, you're just, like, funny. Like, you make me laugh a lot.
I don't even make jokes. You just laugh randomly about things I do and stuff I say.
They're just, like, unconsciously funny. Also, I mean, you're really
you.
pretty. Your eyes are gorgeous.
Oh, that's... We already know that.
How about me, huh? Why don't we stroke the old Chris ego here for a bit?
Of course, the physical is not that bad. But, I mean, I could say a lot of things. If you ask a girl what is their dream man like, they would...
What is your dream man like?
Shh, let me finish first. If you ask a girl what is their dream man, they would make a whole list of characteristics, and all those characteristics, you have them. Like, oh, I want a guy to be caring, yes. I want a sweet guy, a good listener who takes care of me, who understands my emotions, stuff like that. You know, all those dream guys people want. You are. I mean, that's like the general stuff. But the real thing that I really find attractive, I find you attractive. Do you guys know that when a guy is very into their stuff, like very focused on the stuff they're doing and what they talk about, especially when you talk about, for you talk about like a lot of computer stuff and then camera stuff, and basically his gadgets, this, all this stuff, and he gets very into it. He makes this little scrunch up face, and then it's just a very highly focused on doing the stuff. I don't know, it's just
what is that face like?
It's just very serious. You're always happy and cheerful and stuff, but when you get into it, I think a lot of girls will understand what I'm talking about. Like there's certain look that guys do when they're into the stuff that they really like. Yeah, that certain look.
Huh.
I don't know. I think it's just cute, and I really appreciate how much you love the stuff that you do.
Thank you. Okay, you really are gonna make me cry.
Suck it up.
What life event, trip, milestone, goal, etc. are you both the most excited to accomplish together?
First of all, obviously,
the elephant in the room. Our marriage.
Yeah, getting married and closing the distance, which is...
We'll get into that later.
Yeah. I mean, the basic stuff normal couples have that we still are struggling to have. Like, it feels minor to everyone out there, but for us it's really big, like closing the distance, having our own house together.
Oh my gosh, getting a place together, combining our aesthetics. That is something I've really gotten into home decor lately, and that's genuinely something I'm really excited about, to have like our space that we can modify however we want.
Interior design, yeah.
I'm so ready to
I
have
know.
shelves
That's
everywhere.
it.
Oh, everywhere. Shelves, nothing but shelves, as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, we have been talking about it a lot. He is also very into home security and making a smart home. I don't know
A secure
anything.
home.
I don't know anything about it.
I'm not
so-
talking about Ring. I'm talking about self-hosted.
Really, these are stuff that are very basic, but also like if we have it, it's gonna be like a huge milestone for us. Like me taking care of the house when you go out to work, and I'm working from home. Yeah, and also like our dream jobs, right? Like if we get that goal to get our dream job. What is your dream job?
Videographer.
Obviously, yes, he is studying to be one. And what is mine? Do you still remember?
Well-paid influencer.
Yeah, highly paid.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
I do like making content on TikTok. Sorry, on TikTok, and it's just I want to share more stuff, more of my passion to the internet, building my own platform, and I have been getting started with a few brands, which I really hope to expand to bigger brands like Ambassador in the future. Like, it'll be really exciting if we could both achieve our dreams. Because our line of work is not the traditional kind of work, right? And when we get there, it'll be like a big milestone.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something that I am excited to look forward to.
Me too.
Any plan of getting married? Obviously, we have talked about it, but since we still want to keep things on the down low, we want to keep that to ourselves first. So, and also, we would really like and appreciate if you guys stop asking us this over and over again, because you know, once you're being asked that, it's like it puts a lot of pressure on us.
Because then it puts pressure on us to have our wedding as two real people in a real relationship be for public entertainment and feel like the conclusion of a TV show, as opposed to just a real life two people pledging, you know, our undying love to one another, like a wedding.
Ooh, when is the big finale? Come on.
Exactly.
The more we kept being asked that question, the more I feel like, oh, is there something wrong that we're not married yet? Right? Because, I mean, our relationship is not like other couples out there. We still need to experience more in this relationship that we don't get to experience like other couples out there. So like, you know, we are taking our time. And I don't want it to be weird that we're dating this long and still not married, because it's a different circumstances, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, we have been talking about it, obviously. Of course, we're dating to get married, but let's just...
Ooh, any tips for navigating long distance?
Okay, the question doesn't just say long distance. It also says long term. So it's like longer term, long distance relationship. I think we can both agree that it's not always amazing, right? In this distance, like we had a few moments where it got a little boring, a little stale. We got way too busy with our lives. And I think like trying to navigate through it is to sacrifice, right? Sacrifice your time,
Especially
your emotions, yeah.
Especially when like I'm working and studying and you were also working. Like
When we had those moments where we were kind of starting to pull apart because of how busy our lives were, we recognized that. We found a way to recognize those signs. So we immediately set aside a time to just talk like during the weekends where we both were not busy, to, I don't know, watch a Netflix party, just call and just talk and catch up.
Specifically schedule out like a 2-hour video call or a 3-hour video call. And once that was in the calendar, it was permanent.
Yeah, and like if you plan with your significant other on that certain day, anyone else cannot take your time. So in case your friend wants to ask you to go out, you didn't go, right?
Like literally that happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like navigating long term, you need to have constant sacrifice with your time and emotions and your other social activities too. And also I think the most important part is to also plan visit trips. Yeah, because it is really important, right? If people say, oh, long distance relationship is fun, it's not. You still have to meet.
So many people are like, oh, I want to get into a long distance relationship. What is like, I'm like, no, you don't. Like, the long distance part sucks. It's worth it in my particular case because she's worth it, but the actual experience is not good. It's like really, relationships are already difficult and it's on hard mode.
And it's like, just now I said sacrifice your time and emotions, but then you also have to sacrifice your money to meet together. It is very, very vital for like long distance relationship. You need to keep meeting up, okay? I know it's not all possible every single time, but at least try, because there at least you have something to look forward to in the future. Not just like, wow, this is a long time of just being long distance, right? So
it's so easy to fall into the mindset of like the long distance aspect. This is how our relationship has always been. This is just the way things are always going to be. And that's not true. It's temporary until you are able to close the gap, which is a reason to hope. It gives you something to look forward to in the future that gives you the motivation to put up with the crap that you're currently dealing with. What's one way you've grown since being in a relationship together? I definitely know my answer. It's just like more confidence in standing up for myself. Or not, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get there.
really?
Like the classic example is if the server messes up your food. I'm still not at the point where I won't ask them to change it.
You're right. Yeah, you're just like, no, it's fine. I'm good with it. And I'm like, dude, you're paying for your food. Why do you not want it to be the best service? And I remember also, because you stayed in this hotel, the toilet flush wasn't working well. The Wi-Fi didn't get up into the higher floor. And then there's barely any water from time to time. And then he was like, no, I'm fine. And just like, I was ready to talk to the manager of the hotel. And
the towels. There were some towels that I was washing my clothes at a nearby laundromat, and I was like, I'll just toss in the towels, the hotel towels, because I don't want to bother them to ask for more towels when I could just wash them myself.
Which drives me crazy, because it's a hotel. Room service gives you towels. Why?
But what if they don't like me?
Oh my gosh, you're like so stressful. I don't know how any of your friends handle you, honestly. You're literally paying for the hotel, and then you want your money to go to waste for like very, very awful accommodations. He finally moved into a better room though, after I talked to the manager of the hotel. So what did you learn after that? And then you were like, wow, this room is so much better. Oh, And you were like, you were right. Of course I was right. I kept telling you the same thing over and over and over and over again.
You really want me to stand up for myself, and
Yeah.
that's very scary to me, but I'm
Yes.
working on it.
Please. And I'm proud of you for trying. I think I did see minor improvements when we go to the mall or somewhere before.
Thank you.
After a little bit of push. But what about me though? What's one way you've grown? Oh, I know.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Because you know how I'm always driven with my emotions, which sometimes can be a good thing, but also it can be a bad thing too. And like I don't think straight when I'm very emotional, especially negative emotions like being upset, angry, and sad. I couldn't think straight and I couldn't make a proper decision. But you're kind of the voice of reason and you're like very calm, which also encourages me to just take a breath and think, right? Instead of just oh my gosh, this is bad, we can't do this, right? So you're like very, very calm in decision making, which encourages me to do the same too. So I guess I do need you.
This video setup is the result of my lights dying, but us only having a limited amount of time to film this. So I'm trying to use window light while the sun is setting, so it's getting darker and darker.
Look. When was the first time you guys met in person and how did it go? Some of you already knew that. Some of you were there when we first met.
Yeah.
So when was it? Do you still remember?
It was May. Nope, that's our anniversary. It was January 2nd, 2019.
No, it's 12.
12?
We just passed it.
I missed a 1 in there. January 12th, 2019.
2019. Oh my gosh, do you remember how different we looked back then
my
compared to
gosh.
now?
I feel like I'm getting back there with this hair.
Can say both of us glowed up so much. But not only on the outside, but on the inside too. We did grow. Like, we become such a better person. All this time of not meeting, like the past almost 3 years of not meeting, we grew so much. And I'm glad that we met again when we grew individually and also growing as a couple now too. So it is really nice. Last time we met, we were like different person in different stages in our life.
Absolutely. Dude, I wasn't even going to college.
I know.
This is before I even thought to. And I think that's a really good, uplifting, positive note to end on. So thank you so much for your questions. And thank you again just so much for your support for our rather difficult form of relationship, because it really makes a literal difference. And we both are so, so thankful.
Yeah.
So stay positive.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's my outro.